You mentioned something there about 3 flats being tougher to underwrite than 2 and 4 flats. Can you dive into that one more time and understand why?
Yeah. So that really comes down to, so really quickly, the difference between conventional and FHA. Okay. So 1 and 2 unit properties do not have to pass the FHA self-sufficiency test. So a 2 unit property, you're good. Whatever it is, you qualify, you're good. Okay.
What about 2 non-conforming? We got a lot of those. Still, if it's a legal 2 unit, but there's a 3rd unit paying there.
Yeah, that one doesn't count. Okay. And I ask a question about that down the road about that illegal 3rd unit, if you will, because there's something that I have to definitely get out to your people.
Cliffhanger, I like it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tune out. Now you're stuck.
You're a natural, Chris, at this. You're a natural.
So I like to talk. I don't know if you noticed. I've always been shy, right, Mark?
Yeah.
But so on conforming, the reason why house hacking is so relevant today. Okay, Fannie and Freddie say on a 3 and 4 unit property, you have to put 25% down. Now, I work, my parent company is a very large organization. We are direct to the agencies, Fannie, Freddie, Ginnie. So we direct right to their guidelines. So we have no overlays. But on a conventional 3 or 4 unit property, you have to put 25% down. Okay, there's no way around it. Okay, FHA, when you can go those lower down payments, the reason why it's easier on a 4 unit. Again, let's go back to real estate taxes in the western suburbs in Chicago. You're buying some of these 4 unit properties for $650,000, right? Well, if the max FHA loan limit's $587,250, okay, you have to make sure that the rents on all 4 units times 75%. That's easier to pass the self-sufficiency test than a 3 unit property times 75%. Your PITI and MI most likely will be higher than those market rents depending on the property. Okay, so that's why, going back to your question, Mark, that extra rent, unless it's in a high rent area, but then you normally have a higher purchase price, right? Or you have higher taxes. So that's so important in that calculation. And I've just seen in my history, 4 units are easier FHA to finance than 3 units. Not saying it can't be done, but it's so important that we run those self-sufficiency tests. The taxes, all the ins and outs, and your loan officer should be available 7 days a week to answer those questions if you give a call, because that's the biggest problem in our industry is people think the workday ends at 5 o'clock.